Hey guys, welcome back to Disrespect Disc Golf. This video is going to be pretty fun. It's going to be my first round as a sponsored disc golfer. Just a fun casual round, testing out some new putters and a couple new discs in the bag. Not quite my 2024 in the bag, that's to come soon, but first full round as a sponsored disc golfer. Let's get into it. Alright, so today's gonna be a fun one. I'm in Eustis, Florida today, and this is the green Gauntlet. Only played this course once before, but honestly it was like one of my favorite courses in Florida. I say that a lot about a lot of courses, but this course is really special. Has some really cool lines, open and wooded, and then it finishes like with some water holes, I think. Beautiful course, beautiful property, and the weather today could not be better, so I'm excited. I think there might be two tee pads. I'm just gonna play the longest pad here. I said new putters. These are also just Genocide, I don't know, not genocide. But yeah, these are the Old Testament plastic. They feel not quite as tacky as the white one that I had before. So I'm gonna test these out. Never really putted with these, so hopefully these can do well today. And yeah, see if I can get under par. I'd be happy with anywhere between 300 and 600 par on this course. So a little bit of wind. Let's get off the hole one.
What's up, guys? Hole one here. I'm going with my arc. So I'm playing to the yellow baskets. So it's not the basket on the hill, but it's down where the arrow is pointing down there. And the arc is kind of like an escape type disc. So I put on some hyzer, landed a good spot. Missed the putt, but hey, I'll take par. No worries. Good start. Hole two. This is the most iconic tee shot on the course, in my opinion. It is way farther downhill than you think. Go with the arc again here. And there's a group of like, I don't know, 5 or 6 older folks. And they didn't think I was going to throw it that far, and I sure did. Yeah, I'm going with my Infinite Disc Emperor here. Trying to put a flex on it. And I get caught up on the left side a little bit. And accidentally park the wrong basket. The yellow basket is up there. Kind of have to do like a weird flex with my pillar, which the pillar is a very, very overstable approach disc from Goliath disc. Even more overstable than a zone.
Working good so far.
Yeah, and today's just meant to be a fun, casual round. Just trying to figure out what exactly I'm going to be throwing in 2024. Goliath lets me have a mixed bag, so I only have to have 50% of my bag be Goliath, and then the rest can be whatever other companies I want. But I'll probably have a little bit more than 50%, just because Goliath is starting to really pump out a lot of nice molds. Yeah, pick up the birdie here on hole 3. And these putters are pretty nice. They're more stable than my other Genesis putters that I had before, which is nice. But they're still understable as far as putters go if you're throwing putters. That was a bad drive. I shanked that a little bit nose up. Now I'm throwing my chain breaker. Another bad shot there. And a third bad shot there. This hole is just pretty much eating me up. But yeah, I'm just kind of experimenting, learning a lot of these discs. A lot of these are new molds, not just to me, but to the company. And so it's just a lot of trial and error, figuring out what works for me, what feels good in my hands, and what flies the best, and also what plastics I like. Goliath has a couple different plastics, and so just getting over that learning curve. This is, again, my Infinite Disc Emperor that I'm throwing here. Super stable. This is going to be the disc that I'm throwing along with the Rapture for my very, very overstable distance driver. This hole is just like a crazy dogleg left, big banana shaped hole. And this basket is elevated. I was pinched off in between some trees here, so I didn't have hardly anything. So yeah, I'm trying to make something happen here. Not really giving myself much hope. Basket's elevated, having to go down to a knee. Almost made that, actually. Pretty good putt. Obstructed here. I had to putt through the palm frond there to secure the bogey. Hole 6, this is one of the holes that's in the open. Going with the Rapture here, just gonna forehand it. And the basket is up on a hill, so it goes way up at the end. So you want to put some decent air under it. I have a decent shot here, but I don't make it up the hill. I'm still way at the bottom, and the slope is way steeper than it actually looks. And I literally gave that such a good bid. I thought I had that. It's hard when you have to putt so far uphill. You really have to putt way higher than you think. Here's that Emperor again from Infinite Disc. Innova, I think, makes a lot of the disc that Infinite has. So the Emperor is very, very close to a Destroyer. I would say it's like a Calvin Destroyer. This hole is very, very easy, very short. Here's the pillar on an upshot. And this basket here is actually super cool. So they stacked the red and the yellow basket on top of each other. So that was a cool little feature. Don't really see that too often on courses. So yeah, this course has some cool little features like that. And it's such a good course. I mean, it's rated 4.6 on UDisc, and it's just so fun. Whether you're playing the short pads or the long pads, it's a really, really fun course. Come check it out. Here I'm throwing the Dustin Ritzel Chainbreaker. I thought the basket was to the left, so I'm doing like a flex shot, because the shot shape I thought was to the right and then swinging back left. Turns out the basket was actually just only to the right, so I could have just forehanded it. Didn't know that though. Yeah, so I have to settle. Ooh, almost made that for fun with the chain breaker. Settle for a par. Yeah, so this little hill that I'm on is the same hill that I was throwing down on hole 2. There's like a big soccer field, and so they utilized that big slope, the incline and the decline there for some holes. This is similar to hole 2, kind of going downhill and tunnel shot. I was going way off in the woods on the left side and thankfully get a nice little kick out. I was super, super fortunate. Throwing the slingshot again here. And yeah, this one's a par 4, so I really have to juice this one. I barely missed that big tree right there. Just turned off of it right in time. And I got myself some decent distance, but can't really putt from this angle here. So just using my pillar again. The pillar is really good for approaches because it's so overstable, so it's good for like little skip shots like that. I do bag a zone still, and I will for 2024. So I throw the zone like if I want like a little bit more glide, and then I throw the pillar like if I just want some more bite, because the pillar has a lot more fade. The pillar is more of like a tilt type approach disc. The zone's not quite as aggressive of a fade. This is a pretty fun hole, starting off the back 9. I barely cleared the water's edge there with the spice. Uphill putt. Again, it's farther uphill than it looks, and I'm able to start the back 9 on a pretty good note there. Yeah, gotta be careful with some gators down there. Haven't seen any so far, but it's Florida. So this one, as you can see, you can do forehand or backhand gaps. The backhand is just not even there really. It's so tight off the tee. So I go forehand, and I want to be up in that clearing. So the right side there is the end of the island for forehand or backhand. So where this disc is right here is where I wanted my drive to be. So not looking too good. Here's that pillar again. Nice little skip. I utilize that disc a lot. It's just so beefy. Really good disc to have. Yeah, if you guys use my code CamRab10, you'll get 10% off a pillar, 10% off any disc you want on the site. I'll have the link in the description for you guys. All right, not to be too much of a salesman. Hole 12. Go with the slingshot again here. I love forehand in the slingshot just because it's so... It's understable, but it's not going to like ever flip or turn too much on you from forehand, so it's really good disc for a lot of distance. And I go with the cookie here. I'm happy with that, just trying to get some good distance. You know, I don't want to hit an early tree. And I kind of give this one like a soft bid. That's all right with me. You know, a little tap in there. All right, hole 13, par 4, 517. So I'm throwing the glow arc here. The arc is like 9. It says 4 glide, -1, 2, but it's really like a 5 glide. That thing just glides forever. Yeah, that glow arc will like flip up and then fade a little bit again. So that's a great disc. Throwing the Emperor again here. It's such a good disc for flex shots like that. And I'm just outside C1 here, trying to see if I can get me a birdie. Just low. Taking a par again. I think by now a pro would be maybe 4 or 5 under. There's definitely a lot of birdie opportunities, but also a lot of bogey opportunities because a lot of this course is wooded, so it's pretty tough. I mean, they don't call it the Green Gauntlet for nothing. It is definitely a gauntlet. It starts to wear on you. This was a good birdie here. Chain breaker. That is such a good disc. Throwing it again here. It's a par 5. I'm just trying to get in position on this first shot here. You can't really get a whole lot of distance off the tee here, so just trying to get in position. I put myself right in the middle of the fairway. Here's that glow arc again. So there's actually a guy on Team Goliath named Noah, and this is his Tour Series disc, so conveniently named it Noah's Arc. So you can see there it flipped up a little bit and then still catches edge for a big fade. And that was a huge skip I got out of that. Okay, and this shot here is very, very sketchy. I'm running uphill, and this was very dangerous. So my foot right there didn't turn, and my knee almost buckled. Thankfully, I was wearing the brace, which glad I decided to wear that today, but that was close to a re-injury. Thankfully, I didn't turn my body too violently. Yeah, all that to say, you know, I'd rather take a bogey than take a surgery. So yeah, hole 16, par 4, 504. Going with the Enoch here. First time throwing this one today. The Enoch is a understable fairway driver. I throw it low and it flipped too much, so I don't really get too much distance. And then right next to the orange one, you can also see my first shot, which was the blue Enoch. Same disc, same result. So I'm throwing from the same spot. Slingshot again here. I saw it off a little early, and this whole right side is just woods. Trying to scramble with the chain breaker. Chain breaker is like a tilt. It's crazy stable. It's in between like a tilt and a Firebird stability. Good putt there. Save the par. Hole 17 already. This course is just going by so fast. 560. You just want to throw it dead straight. Just like that. I throw the yellow arc dead straight right in the fairway. Perfect position. And I'm really thinking about birdieing this hole. Like, I am, you know, pedal to the metal, going all out. Want to get a birdie. Trying to birdie this one and 18 to finish 3 under. And my drive was great, but that second shot was just terrible. Go with the zone here. So you can see the zone, it will push a little farther than the pillar. So I do approach with the zone for a little bit farther out. But the zone and the pillar both complement each other pretty well. So just get a par there. Last hole is a par 3. A lot of water, danger on this hole. These trees on the right want to grab your disc and throw it in the water. Go with the Spice Big Hyzer. There it is, tree grabs my disc. Left with probably circle 3 maybe. I'm trying to make this, honestly. Decent effort, it's just so far away. And gonna finish 1 under par, not bad.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Pretty fun course here in Eustis, Florida. They don't call it the Green Gauntlet for nothing. I mean, this is a lot of holes in the woods. It can be very treacherous. Some of the fairways are generous, some of the fairways are not generous. So, but it's a great course. I basically played the long tees to the long baskets. Very, very challenging. I would say 1 under is pretty good. I haven't played in like 2 weeks or more now. So yeah, I wasn't even really warm or anything like that. So I feel like that's pretty good, 1 under. So I didn't really get my goal per se, but hey, just having fun. Discs feel good, plastic feels good. If you liked any of the discs that I threw, if you feel like it's a shot or disc that you want to have in your bag, then head over to goliathdisc.com. And if you want to snag 10% off on your order, use my code CAMRAB10, and that'll save you guys a little bit. So thanks so much for watching. I know it's been a little bit of a drought of videos recently, but I appreciate you guys watching. So like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's start to get closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. As we get our way closer there, I'll have an announcement video for a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. Gonna be some really cool discs that'll be given away. So stick around, and I'll see you in the next one.